Powerful AI systems without clear governance are a liability. ISO 42001 Clause 5 establishes the governance framework, defining who is responsible for what in the AIMS, how decisions get made, and how accountability is assigned across every level of the organization. In this video, we explore what AI governance means in ISO 42001 and how it works in practice. Let us get started. Let us define what AI governance actually covers across ISO 42001 Clause 5. AI governance in ISO 42001 spans 5 interconnected accountability areas. ISO 42001 Clause 5.1 is unambiguous. Governance is not a delegation task. Top management must personally demonstrate commitment by establishing the AI policy, ensuring AIMS objectives are integrated with business strategy, directing resources toward AI governance, and actively participating in management review. Auditors assess top management engagement through interviews and review of management review records. Governance by proxy does not satisfy the standard. Role assignment under Clause 5.3 requires the organization to define, document, and communicate specific responsibilities for AIMS operation. This includes the person responsible for overall AIMS conformance, roles for AI risk assessment, AI system lifecycle management, incident response coordination, and internal audit execution. Each role must have clearly documented authority, the power to act, not just responsibility for outcomes. The reporting structure for AI governance defines how information about AI risk, system performance, nonconformities, and incidents flows upward to decision makers. ISO 42001 requires that persons with AIMS responsibilities report on AIMS performance to top management. This upward reporting is what enables management review and executive decision-making about governance priorities, resource allocation, and risk acceptance. Many ISO 42001 implementations establish a dedicated AI governance committee or steering group that holds cross-functional oversight authority for AI system decisions. This committee typically includes representatives from legal, compliance, technology, operations, and business units. It provides the governance forum for reviewing AI impact assessments, approving high-risk AI deployments, and escalating AI-related risks to top management. Documented information about roles and responsibilities is mandatory under ISO 42001. This means governance charts, role description documents, authority matrices, and RACI frameworks must exist as maintained records. They cannot be informal arrangements or verbal understandings. During certification audit, auditors will request role documentation and interview role holders to verify that responsibilities are understood and exercised in practice. 4 key terms define the governance structure in ISO 42001. AI governance in ISO 42001 is not about controlling technology. It is about controlling decisions. It establishes who has the authority to decide which AI systems are deployed, under what conditions, with what safeguards, and with what monitoring in place. Without governance, AI deployment decisions default to whoever has technical capability, creating accountability gaps that regulators and auditors will identify as systemic risks. Roles and responsibilities in the AIMS must be specific and owned. A role description that assigns AI governance responsibility to the technology team without naming a role holder and defining the scope of authority is not sufficient. ISO 42001 requires unambiguous assignment so that in any given situation, a new AI deployment, an incident, an audit, it is immediately clear who is responsible for what action and who has the authority to decide. Accountability in AI governance means someone answers for outcomes. This is the concept that distinguishes mature governance from governance theater. In an ISO 42001 compliant AIMS, the accountable individual for each AI system and governance process can be identified, their performance can be measured, and their reporting can be verified. Accountability without measurement is intention. Accountability with measurement is governance. Organizational context shapes governance design in ways that no standard template can anticipate. A heavily regulated financial services organization needs governance structures that align with financial regulator expectations. A global technology company needs governance that works across multiple legal jurisdictions. ISO 42001 Clause 4 requires organizations to understand this context before designing governance, ensuring the AIMS is fit for the specific environment in which it must operate. Now let us walk through how AI governance operates day to day. Effective AI governance requires 4 operational governance mechanisms. The AI system deployment approval process is where governance becomes operational. Before any AI system enters production, the governance framework must define who reviews the AI impact assessment, who approves the risk treatment plan, who authorizes deployment, and under what conditions conditional deployment or rejection applies. This process transforms governance principles into enforceable decision gates that prevent high-risk AI systems from bypassing oversight. Not all AI governance decisions can be resolved at the operational level. ISO 42001 compliant governance frameworks define clear escalation paths for decisions that exceed a defined risk threshold, involve novel AI capabilities, affect significant numbers of individuals, or create potential legal liability. Escalation paths ensure that the right level of authority, up to and including top management or the board, reviews and accepts responsibility for high-stakes AI deployment decisions. AI governance cannot operate as a standalone silo if it is to be effective. ISO 42001 governance structures connect to the organization's broader corporate risk management framework, ensuring that AI-related risks are assessed using consistent risk criteria, reported through established risk reporting channels, and considered alongside other enterprise risks in strategic planning. This integration ensures AI governance informs and is informed by the overall risk posture of the organization. Every significant governance decision, an AI impact assessment approval, a risk acceptance, a deployment authorization, a nonconformity resolution, must be captured as documented information. This documentation serves 3 purposes. It creates the institutional memory of governance decisions. It provides the evidence trail that internal and external auditors rely on, and it demonstrates to regulators that AI governance is systematic and not ad hoc. Let us bring together the essential points about AI governance in ISO 42001. To master ISO 42001 and build a certification-ready AI management system, enroll in the full course. Link in the description. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.